Operators, we received some new intelligence today. The latest psychological assessment indicates that defenders aren't always defeated by a superior aim. Sometimes, they're defeated by uncertainty. Today's objective is simple. I'm going to teach you how to manipulate your enemy's decision before they even pull the trigger on you. Because psychological warfare isn't about forcing mistakes. It's about making mistakes feel like the correct decision. So, let's get to work. But the first intel today is the fact that the human brain hates uncertainty. One thing you need to understand, people don't panic because they're losing. People panic because they don't know what's happening. If I know exactly where you're attacking, I can prepare, I can position myself, I can stay calm. But the moment I lose certainty, everything changes. My brain starts imagining every possibility. Every doorway becomes dangerous. Every sound becomes suspicious. Every second increases pressure. Your objective isn't simply to attack. It's to overload the defender's decision making. Every fake action creates another question. And defenders who keep asking questions eventually stop finding the answers. But intel number 2 of today is the fact that fake breaches. What do I mean by that? Let's start with something simple. A reinforced wall. Let's say Thermite opens it immediately. Every defender thinks, they're pushing there. They're pushing right here. Maybe not. Open the wall, then leave. Attack from somewhere else. Now the defenders have a problem. Do they leave someone watching the breach? Do they rotate? Do they ignore it? Every decision carries risk. You didn't just destroy a wall, you destroyed their certainty. But intel number 3, pressure without commitment. Here's something most attackers never do, and I see that very often. Fire a few rounds through a doorway, break a barricade, throw a flash, send a drone, then disappear. You never plan to push in the first place. You only want the defenders to believe you would. Now someone rotates. Someone wastes utility. Someone spends 30 seconds holding an angle that nobody is coming through. Congratulations. You just removed one defender from the fight without even firing a meaningful shot. But intel number 4 today. Drone manipulation. You see, most players think drones only gather information. That is very wrong. Drones also give information to the enemy. Think about it. The moment your drone drives into sight, the defenders assume they're pushing. Sometimes don't. Drive the drone, leave. Wait a bit. Now the defender spends 30 seconds or maybe 20 to 30 seconds watching the empty doorway. Or drone one side of the map, recall it, attack from the opposite direction. The drone wasn't gathering intel, it was creating expectations. You manipulated where the defenders believed danger was coming from. Intel number 5. Weaponize sound. You see, sound wins rounds. It breaks windows, punch barricades, shoot cameras, open hatches, destroy soft walls, not because you have to. You see, the sound is information. The sound is annoying to the ear when they are in chaos, alright? Those are all information that they are paranoid about, because for every side can come danger. Because every sound forces defenders to process new information, alright? The more information they have processed, and the more information they have, the more mental effort they spend. And overloaded minds make slower decisions. You're not making noise. You're creating uncertainty in their minds, which will make it so that they make more mistakes and it becomes much easier for you to control the battlefield. For intel number 6, the pressure triangle. It's quite simple, really. Pressure doesn't come from bullets. It comes from possibilities. Imagine this. Thermite opens the main wall. Someone repels on a window. Lion is still alive. A drone drives into sight. Nobody has pushed yet. The defenders already feel surrounded. Not because they're dying, because they don't know which threat is real. That's psychological warfare. Sometimes your greatest weapon isn't making the enemy expect an attack that never comes. You see, mental fortitude is something that takes a lot of time to build. And in this game, it takes even longer because anything can happen at any moment. We're playing Rainbow Six here. Rainbow Six Mobile, it's a one-shot headshot death game. Every single fight can end in one bullet. And any moment, any sound becomes distracting for you, especially on defense. On attacking, it's dangerous. But on defense, it's paranoia. It makes you do so many mistakes that you would normally not do. So, keep that in mind. For intel number 7 today, force the rotation. This is where manipulation becomes. You fake pressure, the defenders rotate. Now, you eliminated him during their rotation. Notice something? Your aim didn't win that fight. Your decisions did. You caused him to move. You dictated the battlefield. Then elimination was simply the consequence. For intel number 8, controlling choices. Let's use Lion as an example. Most players activate his scan the moment it's available. Please don't. Wait. Okay, just wait a bit. Your teammate starts fighting. Now, activate the scan. The defender has 2 terrible options. Move, then they get detected. Stay still, you lose the gunfight. You didn't use a gadget. You controlled their choices. That's what battlefield control looks like. Intel number 9. The power of doing absolutely nothing. The biggest mistake attackers make is committing too early. They throw every gadget, push immediately, take the first gunfight. Sometimes doing nothing is the strongest move. Because while you're waiting, the defender is thinking, where are they? Did they rotate? Should I move? Am I about to get pushed? Every second spent asking questions is another second not focusing on winning the fight. Silence can be just as dangerous as gunfight. So, if you remember one lesson from today's briefing, remember this. Victory doesn't always come from making the right play. Sometimes it comes from making the enemy believe the wrong play. Is the right one? Force rotations, force hesitations, force wasted utility, force doubt, break their confidence, break their plan, break their minds. Because once the defender starts fighting ghosts, the battle is already over. The bullets only reveal the winner. If this mission briefing helped you think differently, support the operation, leave a like, subscribe, and join us for the next briefing. This war is not gonna end anytime soon. Mission briefing complete. The enemy doesn't know you're coming. Keep it that way. No unnecessary risks, no unnecessary sacrifices. Complete the mission, then bring everyone home. You got your orders. Now move out.